Hello and welcome back. So I thought before we go into the beat arrangement into a song structure, we should have a little discussion about it that will help you understand more about beat arrangement. So for that reason, I have created a cheat chart that would help you understand beat arrangement more. Okay, so on the screen right now we have a cheat chart I have created, and if you look at it very well, you are going to see it broken down into section. Okay, the first section here is the would serve as the intro, and after the intro it goes straight to the verse, then from verse to pre-chorus, pre-chorus to chorus, then from chorus back to verse, then from verse, that's verse 2, to pre-chorus again, and from pre-chorus to the second chorus, then the chorus is repeated like doubled. Then after that we have the outro, which is most of the time 4 bar. Okay, so now if we should go back to the beginning of this, okay, so now this is, let's assume this is our song. The whole of this graphics here now is our song. Okay, so I want you to look at it like a driver heading is on a journey to a destination. Okay, so and this driver started the journey with just 2 passengers, sorry, with 4 passengers, which is the baseline, the chord progression, the atmosphere, and melody, right? So now the intro has all of the elements I just mentioned, which is the bass, the chord, the atmosphere, the melody. Then it plays for 4 bar, okay? Because the whole of this space here now, the intro space, is 8 bar. So if you break it into 2, it will be 4 bar. Okay, so now the bassline, the chord progression, the atmosphere, and melody, they played from the first bar, from the beginning, the first 4 bar, and when it gets to the second 4 bar, that will make it 8 bar for the intro. Then we have the percussion. We added the percussion. Now the driver driving this vehicle picked up the percussion in the second bar. Is this making sense? So in the intro, which is 8 bar, the first 4 bar, we have just bassline, chord progression, atmosphere, and melody. Then the second 4 bar, the percussion was added. Okay, in case you don't know what is percussion, percussion is basically any instrument that is being hit to produce a sound, like the snare, the drum, and the stick, all of those stuff that you can tap, you can hit for it to produce sound. Okay, so the percussion was picked up in, okay, the percussion is picked up. Is it picked up or was? Because we're talking about it now, or did it happen in the past? I don't know, but we have the percussion there from the second 4th bar that will make it 8 bar for the intro. Then immediately after the intro, now the kick comes in. Okay, the kick comes in. So the kick comes into the vehicle, and at that very bus stop, the bass line and the melody drops. Okay, so the journey continues. Okay, it's all about picking up and dropping, picking up and dropping. Okay, like your regular bus conductor. You understand what I'm saying? All right, like I said, it's Afrobeat basic arrangement, right? So there there can be other complex kind of arrangement, but this is just the basic. And if you understand this, it will give you the guideline for you to arrange your song properly. Then you can tweak it as you like to create something different, so long as it's sounding good. Okay, so like they will always say, know the rules before you break it. You understand? So you can do other complex stuff, but just know the basics before you start doing other complicated stuff. Okay, so Now, in the verse 1, we have the kick, the percussion, the chord progression, and atmosphere. If you listen to most beats, you'll notice that the verse, any beat that is starting from the verse is not too busy. It's always kind of, it has less instruments so that the artist singing can be heard and the lyrics will be understood. You understand? So everything will be clear. Then after that, when it gets to the pre-chorus section, now the bass comes in. Okay, so now we have the bass line to kind of indicate that okay, something different is going on here now, which is the pre-chorus. Then after the pre-chorus, we now have the main chorus, and the chorus is like the peak of every song. So there we have almost all the instruments. In this chart we have all the instruments basically. So we have the kick, the percussion, the bass line, the chord progression, the atmosphere, and the melody. Okay, so now the first part of the song is completed. Okay, the first part of the arrangement is completed. So to move to the second part, most of the time the first part is being repeated to create the second part. Okay, so the first part, which start from the verse 1, which has the kick, percussion, chord progression, atmosphere, you can just copy and bring it back here again. As you can see, we also have the kick, the percussion, the chord progression, the atmosphere here. So basically everything from verse 1 to chorus is being repeated again from the verse 2 down to the chorus again. Then you repeat the chorus and the outro. The outro, you can just decide to remove some instruments just to give that impression that this beat or this song is coming to an end. Okay, depend on how you want your outro to sound, but basically what is likely to happen there in every beat is that some instruments would be removed, and it will kind of give that signal that okay, this beat is coming to an end. Okay, though sometimes some beat can just end aggressively depending on what the producer wants. Okay, but most of the time at the outro, some instruments will be removed just to give that indication, and sometimes they will just leave all the instrument there and fade it out, like the volume will gradually fade out. Okay, the loudness will gradually fade out. Okay, now it's not compulsory that you must always follow this chit chat. No, this is just a guide to get you started. Okay, as time goes on, you can decide to try out some other complex things, and if they should sound good, then it's fine, you can go with it. Okay, and I should also mention that sometimes in the second verse, like I said earlier, um most of the time the second verse is just the repetition of the verse 1 to pre-chorus to chorus again. Okay, but sometimes you can just make some little variation, like add an extra instrument just to give it that little variation from the verse 1 so that it doesn't sound completely like the verse 1. I hope you are getting my point. Okay, but for now, anytime you use the arrangement of this chit chat to give you something good. Okay, so let's just say a starting point. As time goes on, as you continue on your production journey, you get used to this very guideline and you start trying out other ways, adding more instrument, because we have just few instruments here. So you can have other instruments, you can have more instrument. Instead of bringing one in at once, you can bring two instrument in at once. Okay, so long as it sounds good the way it comes in, then it's fine. Okay, so I think I will upload this chit chat so that you can have access to it and download it, so that whenever you are arranging your beat, you can just use this as a guide. So guys, we have come to the end of this video. I'll see you in the next video where we will be arranging our beat into a song structure. Thank you and see you in the next video.